Guys, welcome to wonderful Wyoming. We're here. We are about to embark on another adventure. We are going to be chasing elk with archery tackle. So this is a limited entry tag. It's taken me a lot of years to draw it, and I'm super excited. We did a little scouting mission earlier this summer, dropped some cameras, saw some elk, put together a game plan, did a ton of e-scouting, so spent a lot of time on OnX maps, on Google Earth. The opening day is tomorrow, September 1st. We have a spot that we're going to hike into first thing in the morning, and we're gonna go do some exploring. I feel confident about 5 different places I have, kind of zones, what I'll call them, that we've identified that I think could be very, very solid. The elk numbers are high, so there's about 12,000 elk in this particular unit. So, man, they're like, the odds are pretty good to have some cool encounters. We're gonna be doing a blend of glassing, spot and stock, little cat road shuffle, a la Born and Raised, and it's gonna be me, Case, and Logue. Like, that's the team. That's what we're here to do. We're gonna have a lot of fun, and with any luck, we're gonna put one of these in a bowl. I got the A mic today. You ready?
I am ready. That guy's rolling if you wanna.
A little late start, reasons, but.
Reasons?
I set the alarm for 4:15 a.m. and then hit snooze about 12 times. There's a couple people in the tent. I'm not really in great shape to get up before 4:15 a.m. So, I was like, probably don't need to hit the trailhead in dark and hike in. It's a brand new place.
I'll be
casually stroll in.
I'll be your whipping boy because you were probably ready to go, right?
I was wide up.
Wide up?
Wide up and awake.
I was wide up. These little canyons, though, freaking killer. There's not a lot of feed in here for them. I mean, I guess they go down there, but mule deer is great. I like spots like this, though.
Reminds me like Idaho, but some unsuspecting spots, right? Nah. Right? It's moving day, guys. We gave this little spot 1 day of hunting, 2 nights. It was a spot, like I mentioned yesterday, we did not scout before. We wanted to come and check it out. Today's Labor Day. Happy Labor Day to everybody, by the way. Late. You're gonna see this a little bit later, but nonetheless, hope you had a great weekend. So now we're gonna go to an area that I feel way more confident in because Logie, Martin, and myself have scouted all of the remaining places we plan to hunt. We're gonna go try to find a new camp spot, get that set up, and then potentially, depending on what we do here, is probably in the heat of the day, it's gonna be like 91 today, go grab trail cameras, check out what we found on those ones, and then make a play. Either hunt those spots based on the intel, or maybe go bivvy a new place. That's where we're at right now.
I'm A-Team. Hi, good morning. What I'm doing is I'm consuming as much liquid as I possibly can before I leave onto the trail. I'll be hydrated all day long. Even if we run out of water and we can't find any and we die, I'll be hydrated. Heading out, we got the backpacks loaded up with camp for 3 days, and we're just gonna go on an adventure. That is the plan. We have a trailhead to start on. We don't know where we'll end up. but we have enough supplies to last for 3 days. And Brian will be packing a bow, and we'll be looking for a mature bull elk. Exactly what Casey said.
Well, it's 7:23 a.m. Pretty sure we got our first real elk bugle. We've cut off the main trail, about a mile off the main trailhead. Tons of fresh rubs through here. Let's see if we can get him to respond.
Let's keep our wind.
He's not farting, he's silent. Yeah, it's like a quiet bugle. Sounded like he just got moved off a little bit, but he was still bugling. Let's just move up on him. Another couple hundred yards. Let's go here. I'd say we get in the bottom, just keep going out and bugle. I still want to bugle back around that point, just right up here. Okay. Let's maybe do a loop then. Kind of keep up that way. Yeah.
That was fun.
Not too excited. If we get close, we can get him excited. Guys, we chased that bull for a little while. He shut up and it got super hot, so we kind of sat down and let everything calm down, let the elk bed. It's about 2:30 right now, but we have overcast, so we're just gonna keep working up the way up this drainage. We do have a location we're trying to get to eventually, so we're just gonna work that way, but we're gonna call and see if someone responds. But the weather's dropped, the temps dropped probably at least 20 degrees. Now we have the cloud cover, so this is the best weather we've had on this trip so far for calling elk. But we're just gonna keep after it. We did hear our first bugle today. Still haven't seen our first elk. So we're still after that experience. Guys, we waited up on this point because we knew that we could hear in all four directions up different drainages, and we just got the first bull to bugle this afternoon. This evening he's not far, a couple hundred yards, so we're just trying to relocate him, get a pinpoint exactly where he's at, and then get set up on him.
We finally got a bull to spark off about 6:40. He's really not too far down in his slow draw. Casey's behind me, probably 60 yards maybe. The bull wasn't super fired up. We've only heard him one time. That's 2 bugles now, both today. So those are the little wins you gotta take. I'm just gonna have a walk right past it, like 25 yards. Put this arrow right through the heart. That corn. That was so sweet. That was cool. That's not quite the bull that I'm looking for on this tag, but that was freaking awesome. Casey just brought him in perfectly. He was probably like 40 yards from us, I'd say. 45 maybe. That was rad. Hey, we're doing something right. Hey, that's a win for the day right there. I gotta say too, Casey's calling has been, he worked on it a lot in the off season. Sounds darn good.
I never saw him.
You never saw him?
No, I think he saw me. He was so close.
Yeah.
It worked out perfect because I was over here, and it sounded like he was down here, and the thermal started dropping. I thought, well, if your guys are here, he's gonna come around and get you. So I said, I'm gonna come up here. The bull come in between us and never get you.
He did.
What was he?
5.
How close?
Probably 40, 45. Dude, he came in, but we were just down there. He came in above us.
That's perfect.
Yeah, slid over. He was coming right to you.
Either got my wind or saw me.
I think he got your wind, maybe.
How close up here did he get?
Right here.
Yeah, he probably had go. I was right there.
That was rad, dude.
Could you have shot him?
It would have been tough because he was angling just a little away. I would have had to like move a little bit, but he was just walking up, dude, broadside.
Just a young 5.
Yeah.
He didn't sound real mature.
Yeah.
Was that him making all the bugles, like the half bugles and stuff?
Because when he decided to commit, he kind of stopped with like the full bugles and was doing those like little moans and stuff.
Close bugles.
He just kind of walked in. And he came in making a bunch of noise.
I think that's how it might work out. They might shut up and come in. We just gotta be patient.
That was killer, dude. That was great.
That's a good way to close out the day.
Good job, dude.
We've worked hard for that moment. Spent 3 days on this mountain range, but I think we made the right play. Bivvy up in here, get further away from it than everybody else. And I think tonight in the morning, like, it's gonna be cooler. I think tomorrow could be really phenomenal. I think we'll have bulls bugling tonight.
That was freaking sweet.
Finally, it feels like we're elk hunting now.
I know. It's been a little slow to get like in the mood.
What did I tell you last night? I wasn't call you a bull.
You did that.
I can't choose some of the size.
I know.
Bull bugle for 5.
Get your bugle too.
That's exciting. He's sounded pretty close.
Yeah, he's way close. last night, maybe. We saw a bull feeding up here in the head of this basin. Could have been him. It's crazy, dude. We didn't hear a single bugle last night or this morning. And then we heard a branch pop over here, actually. It might have been a squirrel. Did a few little cow calls, and he, like, did a real puny bugle. But he came in on a string. And I know some people might be like, dude, it's an elk, why didn't you shoot it? And I hear you, but there's certain tags that I would have shot that elk for sure. This just isn't one of them. I'd like to get a more representative opportunity at like a 6-point or something, but that's a cool experience no matter what. I love any kind of up close and personal encounters with elk. That was fun. Did you get the shot?
I got a pretty good one. That's so sweet. 8 yards. Pulled him in on a string, but young bull.
Get a shot at 20.
20.
Maybe
Just do that like 4 more times, because that's fun. That's so cool. Literally called him to our camp. People always worry about their scent and all that. Like I worry about it a little bit. Like, are we gonna blow this canyon out? Literally woke up, packed our camp up, talking like this, let out some cow calls. Boom, right here, 100 yards from camp. I was standing in our camp when I called him in. A big bull, will he do that? I don't know, but that was fun.
That's cool.
Let's go up over the top, man. There's some more to be had.
Nailed it. Who Casey just looked up and found.
There's bones scattered throughout this whole basin.
Look at his tines, how much they're chewed on.
Squirrels.
Squirrels have ravaged this poor guy.
I wonder how he died.
Squirrels ate him alive.
Our good buddy Randy Newberg has a theory that every time he finds a shed or a dead head, he hangs it in a tree. And I think it makes Eric mad.
Is that thing rolling, Logie? Is that on? Where we're supposed to talk to the people? Logan's cooking breakfast this morning. We're getting ready to move spots. I feel like this hunting trip has turned into like an extended scouting trip.
You feel that way?
Kinda.
Really?
Just because we haven't like turned up what we're looking for.
Yeah, I think the majority of the elk aren't doing what we wish they were doing.
It's a bit early in the old rut situation of September. Haven't had the greatest temperatures. Been very warm. So yeah, we're just trying to figure out the puzzle pieces here. Where are the elk? What are they doing? Definitely had some encounters, some wins, but just not quite enough of them. Like, I mean, last night was just complete dead zone. We checked the trail camera. We got some cool videos and stuff, but what we've found is that around August 16th or 18th, the bulls stripped all their velvet, and then they really changed their pattern, so they're not hitting the same zones. I think that happened. It's happened in both places with the camera. So I caught them in their summer pattern, but as soon as they stripped that velvet, they're doing totally different stuff.
They were gone.
Gonzo. So now we're trying to figure out, where are they? Are they lower? We think they're maybe lower in elevation, down where maybe cows are living. We've talked to some folks that suggest cows are still in their big summer herds. They haven't been broken up yet, so it's just in that weird transitional time from summer habits to the rut. From our years of experience, the elk are trying to figure it out too, I feel like.
It's interesting to see because, I mean, we play these scenarios off in our heads, like what we've experienced on this trip, what we've experienced on hunts prior. What I'm thinking is, you know, you got to think about the whole cycle of the year and what the elk do. let's just move forward to winter, okay? So winter, they go to their winter grounds, and they're wintering. That's always lower elevations. Sometimes the bulls will live up higher on wind-blown ridges that they can feed on still, but for the most part, they go down in elevation. Then what happens in the spring is typically the bulls will start pulling back up into the higher elevations because they know summer's coming and it's going to get hot, and they want to be cool, so they go high into the deep, dark pockets. Whereas the cows will go wherever to calve, and that's usually in between the wintering grounds and where they're going to live in the fall. So they go to their calving grounds, and then they calve. I don't think they move far from that until the rut takes place. Cows are lower, bulls are higher. Well, what we've seen is through the stealth cams, bulls are living up high, pretty consistent on camera when they're in velvet.
Yep.
Then what we've seen is they shed their velvet and they disappear. Where do they go? So they're in their summering grounds, shed velvet. What's the next cycle that's going to take place? The rut. And where are they going to go? Down to find the cows. You always hear people say when you go to scout in the summer, don't look for the bulls necessarily, look for the cows, because that's where the bulls are going to end up when the hunt starts.
We've literally been poring over our saved cache maps from OnX. Got a ton of waypoints saved and just trying to figure out different places to access and where we can go in and bivvy. So I think we're gonna eat some breakfast. We're gonna break down camp again, gonna move locations again, and we are going to go pack in for another couple nights.
Wherever we end up, that will be like the last 3 days of the hunt, this hunt.
And if it doesn't work out round one, I'm gonna come back round two later in September and give it another go.
Hoorah. Say hoorah.
Give it another hoorah.
Like it.
Here he comes on the right side of those trees.
Yeah, watch him.
Dude, how far does the public go? Guys, we just pulled into where we're gonna hike in a bivvy for 3 days. Got out of the truck, heard a bull elk bugle, looked up on this hill. Big 6-point walking down the hill. What are the chances of that happening? I guess with this crew, pretty good.
Well, crazier things could happen, but this was pretty crazy. We pulled into our little place we wanted to park. While we're unloading the truck, we hear a bull bugle. Casey glassed this over, and it's a super nice 6-point, all by himself. He went into this pocket of pines. It appears to have just bedded, and basically we're sneaking up this little drainage with aspens. We're gonna try to call him down to us. He's on just a little piece of state land, and we're just gonna give it a go, so we'll see what happens, but it's pretty cool that middle of the day, it's hotter in places, 4 p.m. There's a bull bugling. The nicest bull we've seen this whole trip right there. I don't want to jinx this, but middle of the day, like 3:30, hot, early September, you hear a bull bugling, out walking around. To me, that tells me one thing, that bull's callable. And because he's out looking for cows, he's just roaming, so we gotta get up there pretty quick. He might just be headed down the canyon, but this should be fun.
Storm turned out to be kind of a doozy. Not great. The decoy has multiple purposes though. That's a plus. We got the full thunder, lightning, rain, hail. Super windy. We've been huddled in these little aspen groves probably the last 25-30 minutes. Because we decided not to bring anything, you know, no pack, no rain jacket. Because honestly, when we left the truck, it was 84 degrees and sunny. Couldn't get that bull to commit. Good reason, it's because the storm was coming. So we're gonna hang tight, see if we can let this pass and maybe get him fired back up again. Casey called in a calf to like 12 yards. The bull was super ruddy right when we saw him. There's got to be a herd close by, and I feel like with the amount of sign that we're actually sitting in right now, it's a good chance they're going to come down through here. So that's what the plan is for right now. Gotta love Wyoming weather in the fall. It's a little wet, a little chilly, but I think the storm is past. We've heard that bull bugle twice now. We're gonna try it again. Wish us luck. Is that bull not dead, dude? That arrow's like perfect.
I don't know, dude. It looked like an arrow shot.
He was bleeding real good. I was on part of it back there. When you turn broadside, it's like perfectly placed.
Dude, I didn't even know you shot him. I just saw him run out into the meadow. And then I saw the green fletching. I was like, oh, he smoked it.
Tried so hard to get another one in him, I just couldn't get him to stop.
Bed down, dude. That's a good 6 point, not a little 6 point. No, just way left. His head's down.
Really? You see him?
Yeah, I'm on him still. He stopped. He's been in a safe spot.
Unbelievable, man. Like, I'll have to watch the footage, but I saw it 100 yards after he shot. He ran up, like, he got sick instantly. Dude, it looked like the best shot right behind the shoulder. Like, smoke show. Like, he's gone probably 800 yards, but they're tough animals, man. He's gonna be dead tomorrow in the morning. Man, this is the hardest part about bow hunting. I would give anything to watch an animal die in front of me.
after shooting him with an arrow. I feel really, really good about that shot, like better than honestly any animal I've shot in a long time. It penetrated through both sides, I mean right behind the shoulder, but he's gone way further than I would have expected. I can't stop freaking shaking because I'm cold and I'm still amped up. That was one of the coolest things I've ever seen, that bull coming over the ridge. Are you kidding me? I just hope he's laying there when we go up there. I don't know if we're gonna wait until the morning or what we're gonna do. Probably wait till the morning because it's just too risky. That was awesome, man. That's all I can say. Well, it's about 11:30 p.m. We have elected to try and recover him in the morning. It's always a tough decision of go after him at night or not. I think the right thing to do is just let him be, for him to cover that much country. And thankfully we could watch him the whole time. So we watched him go into a little patch of junipers and he just stayed there. And we're very, very hopeful that he will be in that same spot in the morning. It's super challenging, and a wish on everything I had that I could have just seen him tip over. But it just doesn't ever seem to play out that way. I don't really know. The shot felt phenomenal. It looks phenomenal on the video that we took. We've explored a lot. We're camped up here, sleep through the night, and try to go get him in the morning. He potentially could be on the boundary of a private property, and I just so happen to have that individual's information, and he gave me the blessing to go, if I needed to, hop over the fence and take a peek and see if I can recover him. So very, very appreciative for that. You just never know how that's going to go. So that's where we're at, guys. Eating a tortilla. Had no food pretty much all day. Optimistic though. And man, that was some of the coolest elk footage that we've ever captured. That was one of the coolest call-in scenarios I've ever been a part of. Doesn't matter if it was my tag or someone else's. And sometimes when you work really, really hard, you get lucky. And for us to pull up, hear a bugle, 4 p.m., 84 degrees, and then actually put it all together and get an arrow in that bull is nothing but luck. And can't thank Logie and Case enough for being by my side, and I hope to bring good news to this video series tomorrow, and hopefully he'll be there sitting in that juniper pile. So thank you guys for sticking with us. But this is real. This is what we do, is show you what happens. Sometimes it's not what we hope, but it's real. And if nothing else, I hope you can relate to that, because we're just trying to show it how it is. So we'll see you guys in the morning. Appreciate you watching. Have a good night. Morning, guys. Well, that was a agonizing sleep. I woke up at 2:15 a.m., like literally wide awake, and just been super anxious all morning. So that was the time we go try to find him. Very, 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 very hopeful that he is wadded up in those pines, or those junipers where we last saw him, and we can put an end to this incredible hunt that we've had. So got some friends helping out, which is super cool that we met. And interesting story, Logan, Martin, and I met this gentleman by the name of Wade back in July, scouting in a totally different area. He and his buddies had pulled some cow tags. It's his first archery hunt, and we actually freaking ran into him here. So Nate and Jared are gonna come hang out with us, try to see. Jared's never been out camping before. He's from the East Coast, and anyways, just meeting good people out in the woods. And then Tim from the private landowner side is going to join us as well. So wish us luck.
Yes! Knew it! What'd I tell you?
How relieved I am right now.
What'd I tell you? Dead bull. Dead bull in the mornings. Got him.
Nice.
That's where I kept seeing him, right through here.
There's nothing worse than shooting a bull or shooting any animal, not knowing what happens, and not being able to recover him. You just do the right thing. We gave him time, and that's what we needed to do. And now we have a day full of packed meat out. Such a relief, man. I hate to have to leave him overnight, but it would have been terrible to risk bumping him when it's dark out. I mean,
How stiff is he? Yeah, he died last night.
died last night. The shot, again, seems so good. It's crazy how strong these animals are, what kind of will they have to survive. I'm just so thankful. Thanks, buddy. Will he do? This one do? Okay, good. What a freaking stud, man. Gorgeous bull, huh? Absolutely gorgeous bull. Dang. I'm so freaking relieved. Oh, look at that. You found my arrow.
Man, right there.
Thank you, sir.
Yep.
Tim, thanks for coming out here.
off.
Can't thank you guys enough. The sense of relief I feel is something that's hard to describe. The amount of anxiety I had last night was just super intense. I've never shaken that much in my life. And yeah, I know it was cold, but I think I was so just jacked up and excited. But at the same time, I had this weird calm a little bit too, because I felt so good about the shot. So happy we found him. We would have found him last night, but we are 100 yards onto private property. And fortunately, in my research, preparing for this hunt, I was able to find several different landowners, and through a lot of Google and networking and such, to get some phone numbers just in case something like this happened. If you guys don't ever have one of these inReach devices are a freaking lifesaver. We have no cell service out here at all, but I can get messages out through this on the satellite. So I messaged the landowner of this piece last night and asked if I could have permission to come and look for this bull. And he said, yeah, go ahead and take a look for him. It's just doing the right thing. And I'm just so stoked it worked out.
We found the big giant bull he killed. Look at that.
Can you guys, I mean, how...
Let's be honest here.
Crazy.
Let's be real.
How crazy is it that we pulled up in the truck, 4 o'clock, 84 degrees, this bull was bugling, and we glassed him up, and a couple hours later, after a crazy thunderstorm,
Called him
Casey
30
calls him
yards.
in to 30 yards.
Freaking smoke show. And then he walks 1,500 yards over here, and we watched him till dark. I watched him in the binoculars.
Yeah.
I had him. He didn't move. He was right here in this little spot. Didn't move. Had a good feeling he was going to bed down.
I don't think he even bedded.
He might not. Well, the arrow came out. That's
Yeah, I bet he...
the arrow was so stuck. Like usually when you shoot a bull, that arrow's kind of moving when they run. Arrow was so tight in there. I don't know if he broke it off, like pulled it out, or fell. I don't know, but
So sweet.
Case doing jump jacks.
jumping jacks the wrong way.
Thanks, guys.
Cool running into you up here.
thanks for letting us.
For sure. When I was down there, you guys were gonna come and be like, you know where you're at.
Can execute. Yeah, good to meet
So, as if the story couldn't get any crazier, right? We're just hanging out, breaking down the bull. We already got our buddies that we met from Colorado that have been helping us this morning. And 2 folks ride up on horses, as if it was out of a Western. John and his wife just show up, start getting their hands dirty. Look at that.
This guy rolls up on a horse with chaps on, gets out his old timer knife and just starts cutting away.
So awesome. It's been the freaking coolest experience ever. This whole process, getting this tag in Wyoming, I can't express how much I appreciate everybody that reached out and offered help. The folks we met here. It's just been, man, just this really, really fantastic experience. And this is one we did not have to work super hard for in the pack out. The truck is, I can see it, and I'm not mad about it. So thank you guys for tuning in and watching the Wyoming elk hunting series. Stick with us for the rest of the fall. We got a bunch of more awesome hunts coming up, and cannot wait to share them with you. But I'm pretty happy about that sucker. Anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. Do us a favor, hit that subscribe button, and we'll catch you on the next hunt.